Hello, music lovers. Welcome back to World Music Facts. Today, we are uncovering the hidden story behind one of the most famous songs of the 2000s, You're Beautiful by James Blunt. Millions of people around the world consider this song a beautiful romantic love song. It has been played at weddings, shared in romantic moments, and remembered as one of the sweetest ballads of its generation. But what if we told you that the real story behind this song is completely different? Behind the soft melody and emotional lyrics is a much darker and more complicated story. James Blunt himself has explained that this song is not actually about a perfect love story. Instead, it is about a painful moment, obsession, and a person who cannot have the love he wants. Released in 2005 as part of James Blunt's debut album Back to Bedlam, the song became a worldwide phenomenon, but the meaning behind it surprised many fans. So, how did a simple moment on a London subway inspire one of the biggest hits of the decade? Stay with us as we uncover the fascinating facts, hidden meanings, and untold story behind You're Beautiful. The real story behind the song, 2 to 6 o'clock. The story begins with James Blunt's own experience. Before becoming a famous singer, James Blunt had a very different life. He served as an officer in the British Army, and even participated in military operations before starting his music career. According to Blunt, the inspiration for You're Beautiful came from a surprising encounter on the London Underground. One day, while traveling on a train, he saw his former girlfriend with another man. For a brief moment, their eyes met, and he felt a powerful emotional connection. It was a strange and unforgettable moment. He saw someone from his past, someone he still had feelings for, but she was already with someone else. After returning home, James wrote the basic idea of the song very quickly. The song describes a person who sees someone beautiful and feels an intense attraction, but deep inside, he knows that the situation is impossible. Many listeners misunderstood the song as a simple romantic confession. However, James Blunt has repeatedly said that the character in the song is not someone people should admire. The song represents a person who is emotionally lost, imagining a connection that does not truly exist. James even described the song as being about a miserable moment rather than a happy love story. The beauty of the song comes from its honesty. It captures a complicated human emotion, wanting something you cannot have. Unknown fact about the song, 6 to 10 o'clock. One interesting fact about You're Beautiful is a famous opening line, "My life is brilliant." Many fans noticed that the phrase appears twice at the beginning of the song. According to James Blunt, this happened because of a timing issue during recording. Instead of removing the mistake, the team decided to keep it because it felt natural and became part of the song's identity. Sometimes, small mistakes create unforgettable moments. Another interesting topic is the songwriting credits. James Blunt later discussed disagreements about the writing process. He claimed that songwriter Amanda Ghost helped with some parts of the lyrics and received a percentage of the writing credit. This created discussion among fans about how songs are created and how different people contribute behind the scenes. There's also a darker interpretation of the song. Some listeners believe the ending suggests that the character reaches an extremely painful emotional state because of the sadness and desperation in the lyrics. Many people have created theories about the meaning of the final moments. However, James Blunt has explained that the song should not simply be viewed as a romantic fantasy. It is about a moment of emotional confusion and heartbreak. The making of a music video, 10 to 1300 hours. The music video for You're Beautiful became just as famous as the song itself. The video shows James Blunt standing alone on a cold cliff, removing his belongings and preparing for a dramatic final moment. It was filmed in Mallorca, Spain, on a beautiful but dangerous cliff location. During filming, James performed the difficult scene himself. He had to jump into the water multiple times, and the process was physically challenging. The video created many discussions because viewers interpreted it as a story about giving up. But according to director Sam Brown, the meaning was not simply about ending life. Instead, it represented letting go of the past and moving forward after emotional pain. The video used powerful imagery to show loneliness, loss, and the feeling of releasing something that hurts. Success and legacy, 13 to 1500 hours. You're Beautiful became James Blunt's biggest international success. The song reached the top of music charts around the world, and became one of the defining songs of the mid-2000s. In the United States, it became his only major Billboard Hot 100 Top 40 hit. However, despite the song's romantic reputation, James Blunt has often joked about people using it at weddings. He has humorously said that couples choosing this song for their wedding might not fully understand its meaning, because the story is actually about a painful and impossible situation. And that is what makes You're Beautiful so fascinating. A song that sounds like a simple love confession is actually a deeper story about memories, emotions, and the complicated side of human feelings. So, after knowing the real story behind this song, do you still think You're Beautiful is a romantic love song? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed discovering hidden music stories, subscribe to World Music Facts for more amazing facts behind the world's greatest songs. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next story. As the song continued to gain popularity, You're Beautiful became more than just a hit song. It became a song that people around the world connected with emotionally. Many listeners saw their own memories and experiences inside the music, but the deeper meaning of the song was not understood by everyone. The beautiful melody created a romantic image in people's minds, but James Blunt wanted listeners to understand that the story was much more complicated. The song describes a person caught in a powerful emotional moment, where reality and imagination become mixed together. This is what made the song unique. It was not simply about happiness or love. It was about a human emotion that almost everyone experiences at some point, remembering someone, feeling something strongly, and knowing that some moments cannot return. The music video added another layer of mystery to the song. The video begins with James Blunt standing alone in a cold and empty landscape. The atmosphere feels dramatic and emotional, making viewers wonder what the story really means. The video was filmed in Mallorca, Spain, on a high cliff overlooking the sea. The location was chosen because the natural surroundings matched the lonely and emotional feeling of the song. During filming, James performed difficult scenes himself. The cold weather, the dangerous location, and repeated takes made the production challenging. Many viewers believe the video showed a story about giving up completely. However, the director explained that the idea was more symbolic. It represented leaving behind painful memories and accepting that some things in life cannot be changed. The image of letting go became a powerful visual representation of the emotions inside the song. After the release of the song and video, James Blunt became one of the most recognized artists in the world. His emotional voice and honest songwriting style attracted millions of fans. You're Beautiful reached the #1 position in several countries and became one of the defining songs of the 2000s. The success of the song also changed James Blunt's life. A former Army officer who entered the music industry with no guarantee of success suddenly became a global superstar. However, with fame came criticism as well. Some people found the song too emotional, while others misunderstood its meaning completely. James Blunt often responded to criticism with humor. He became famous for his funny interviews and his ability to laugh at himself. One of the funniest things about the song is that many couples choose it for weddings because they think it is a romantic love song. James Blunt has joked about this because the real story behind the song is not exactly a perfect romantic celebration. But perhaps that is the reason the song has remained memorable for so many years. It is not just a song about love. It is a song about emotions, memories, and moments that stay with us even after they are gone. Years after its release, You're Beautiful remains one of James Blunt's most famous songs. Even though many years have passed, the song continues to be discovered by new generations of music fans. The reason for its long-lasting popularity is not only the melody or James Blunt's emotional voice. The real reason is the feeling behind the song. Every listener can interpret it differently. For some people, it reminds them of a special person from their past. For others, it represents a moment when they felt a strong emotion but knew they could not change the situation. That emotional connection is what makes great music timeless. James Blunt's journey from a soldier to an international music star is also one of the most interesting stories in modern music. He proved that life experiences can create powerful art. His background gave him a different perspective compared to many other singers. The emotions, memories, and challenges he experienced helped him write songs that felt personal and honest. Although You're Beautiful became his biggest worldwide success, James Blunt never allowed the fame to completely define him. He continued making music, exploring different sounds, and sharing his personality with fans. The song also created an interesting lesson about how people understand music. Sometimes, the meaning that listeners create in their minds can be completely different from what the artist originally intended. Millions of people heard You're Beautiful as a sweet love song, but behind that beautiful sound was a story of a complicated emotional experience. And maybe that is the true power of music. A song does not always need a simple, happy story to become meaningful. Sometimes, the most unforgettable songs are the ones that show real human emotions, confusion, memories, dreams, and moments we cannot forget. You're Beautiful became a global hit because it captured a feeling that words alone could not easily explain. So, the next time you hear this famous song, remember that behind the beautiful melody is a deeper story. A story about a single moment that changed James Blunt's life forever. What do you think? After knowing the real story behind You're Beautiful, does a song still feel like a romantic love song, or do you hear a completely different meaning now? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this hidden music story, subscribe to World Music Facts for more amazing stories, secrets, and facts behind the world's most famous songs. Thank you for watching, and we will meet again with another incredible music story.